This episode is brought to you by the Financial Services School, specializing in educating insurance professionals.
Today we have a very special guest. You may have seen him on the news. He's been on there a lot lately. He needs absolutely no introduction. Please welcome Mr. Donald Trump.
The pleasure's all mine, Steve. Really is a pleasure to be here.
Insurance gets very little mention by politicians, except to be beaten up or heavily taxed. How do you see insurance?
Steve, insurance is the oxygen in the lungs of the economy. I've heard that said before, so I'm stealing it. It's so good. It is so important to everyone. We need a good, honest insurance company to make our economy and our countries great.
So, despite your wealth, you still have insurance?
Of course I do. Of course I do. I'm not going to invest millions or perhaps billions of dollars in some project to have something go wrong and destroy it. I don't want to be paying banks back or other financiers. So what I do is I meet my own broker at least once a quarter in person. More often, if there's some new project that I'm working on, some new venture, I bring them in, we talk, we make sure that I've got property insurance, interruption insurance, liability insurance, cyber, motor, aviation, the lot. I've got the lot, Steve. Insurance is so important to me and to everybody.
A lot of people really just worry about the cost of insurance.
Steve, I say you can't afford to be without it. You might not know this, but I've had a few legal stashes in my time. Without public liability, contract works insurance, management liability, internet liability, I would not have made it this far. It amazes me that some people will spend a heap of time going out worrying about what sort of mobile phone to get. It's all about status. Status means nothing to me, Steve, nothing. I don't go and buy the cheapest possible insurance. What does a mobile phone do? All it does is take a few calls and send a few tweets. Insurance is all about protection. With insurance, it's not the same as a mobile phone. It's all about protection. I work damn hard, Steve, damn hard to get where I am, and I want my stuff protected if something goes wrong. Everyone needs to do the same. So you don't need to focus on the price of insurance. You should never do that, Steve. Steve, no one remembers the price, the premium, when their mansion burns down.
Mansions? Sorry, Mr. Trump, but some of us in the real world live in houses.
House, mansion, shack. It doesn't matter, Steve. A man's home is his castle. It's the same for his business. It's huge. He or she's worked damn hard to get there. What really matters, Steve, to people is the cover afforded by the policy, that really good protection, and the claim service. What we need in my country is a website that helps people out with this sort of stuff, not with the price. The price is rubbish, Steve.
That's very true, Mr. Trump. In Australia, customers through their insurance brokers can use policycomparison.com, or direct, they can go to claimscomparison.com. This is to see the features and benefits of the policy, and as well as the claims service of the underwriter. This, plus using a broker, can solve all their problems.
Policycomparison.com. Great idea. Claimscomparison.com. What a great idea. My God, Steve, I wish I'd thought of those ideas.
So, Mr. Trump, you're a busy man and you've certainly taken on some massive challenges as a business expert, appearing on TV, and now as a senior politician. How did you come to learn about insurance?
Look, I use this one little book. It really explains insurance really clearly. It's a wonderful little book and it's got fantastic pictures.
Well, one of the underlying principles of insurance is utmost good faith. In fact, my father co-hosted a conference this year up in Sumatra to celebrate this principle.
Yes, Alan, I know him. Great man. You know, if he was an American, I'd have him in the Fed looking after insurance.
Yes, it would be good to get one good man in your cabinet. Delay, deny, defend was one of the topics at the Sumatran conference this year, the theme of which was, of course, utmost good faith, as previously mentioned. The American people have placed their faith in you, Mr. Trump. Can the public still put faith in their insurance industry?
The trouble for insurance is that it's different. It's different from, say, a restaurant, Steve. You go to a restaurant, you see a poor review, you give a poor review on social media. We don't all stop eating at restaurants. With general insurance, people do not hear about brands. They do not distinguish between life insurance and general insurance. They hear insurance as failing in their duty and all insurances seem to be bad. Steve, did you see the rankings this year for insurance brokers? They rated fourth from the bottom, Steve. Fourth from the bottom. You know, that's unbelievable. You know, even bloody politicians rated higher them, and yet all the time, insurance brokers, I believe, are doing a great job for their community.
So, Mr. Trump, how do you think insurance is letting us down and resulting in a lack of trust?
It's all about the short-term profit and not about protecting their customers. It's all about price. It's all about selling on price, getting people to chop and change. There's no loyalty. You know, there was a great insurance man, Steve, Cuthbert Heath, and he said many, many times that insurance is there to get a man out of trouble. That is what he paid them for. And his autobiographer in 1980, all those years ago, he said that in the insurance industry in the consumer age, if they forget that, they have lost their way. And that is what has happened. If we stuff people around with valid claims, holding back money, low-ball offers, using unqualified or so-called experts who only look for a way to cut the guts of the claim, then people will look at other ways to protect themselves or not carry the insurance but carry the risk themselves. Why waste money on insurance if it's not going to perform the way you want it to? That's not what insurance is about. So while I was walking up in the foyer, I was speaking to one of the LMI team who was bemoaning the fact that an insurer had reversed their decision not to pay a claim and paid the insured in full. Well done to your team. But then the insurer refused to pay your fee for telling them how to do it properly. They refused to pay your bill. That is not showing good faith, particularly when the policy provides cover for claims preparation fees. You know, if that same claims officer had got a contractor in to do some work on his house and it was wrong, would they pay the contractor? I don't think so. They'd deduct the cost of doing it right from the bill and then perhaps pay him. They wouldn't be paying the guy that stuffed it up and screwing over the guy that did it right. You know, this is wrong. It's all about training. It's about using the right consultants. You guys did the right thing, fought for fairness, and now you're being screwed over. That is not utmost good faith.
You owe your latest success to your campaign. Do you have a campaign that could fix the insurance industry?
We have to make insurance great again. If we forget what we're about, we do not act in good faith, we will have more regulation, more scrutiny, and be ripe for disruption.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Trump, and thank you for coming on Insurance Bites.
Thank you, Steve, for having me. I really appreciate it, Steve, and keep up the good work with Insurance Bites. Well done, Steve. Well done.